Now, Patrick Walker of CBS Sports said it perfectly when he said, "Stop me if you've heard this before. Aaron Rodgers needs to decide whether or not he wants to do next." It was one of the biggest headlines of the previous offseason, with the reigning league MVP having reportedly threatened to take another snap for the Green Bay Packers, rooted in their decision to draft quarterback Jordan Love as his eventual replacement. The 38-year-old will take a moment to process what he feels should happen next in his career, but noted he wouldn't allow the situation to drag out and that the Packers should have his answer before free agency begins in March. Until then, they can only wait and see what he'll decide, also knowing his decision will have a massive impact on free agency and the 2022 NFL Draft. Rodgers hasn't ruled out anything regarding his future and has made it clear he's also not interested in playing for a team that's rebuilding. Now, Jack Browne of The Score wrote that the Packers are cautiously optimistic for Aaron Rodgers' return after an extended meeting. The Green Bay Packers are cautiously optimistic that quarterback Aaron Rodgers will return in 2022 after he stayed in Green Bay for an extra few days, quote, to put a lot out on the team's future and meet with head coach Matt LaFleur and others, sources told Ian Rapoport of NFL Network. The reigning MVP added he also doesn't want to be a part of a rebuilding effort at this stage of his career. Green Bay is projected to be $46.3 million over the cap in 2022 per Spotrac. It also still needs to re-sign star wide receiver Davante Adams. Rodgers' time with the Packers appeared to be drawing to a close last offseason, as the signal caller indicated he didn't want to return to Green Bay and stayed away from the team until training camp. Now, that's good news for Packers fans because a lot of people believe that Rodgers could be out of Green Bay. Luke Patterson of Mile High Hubble also wrote that Aaron Rodgers to a Denver trade isn't a stretch. Here's what he said. He said, after announcing Nathaniel Hackett as the Broncos' 18th head coach on Friday, speculation of Green Bay Packers Aaron Rodgers following his former coordinator to Denver was rekindled with gusto. Now, while I truly believe that GM George Patton targeted Hackett as the ideal candidate due to his leadership, energy, and vision for the franchise, two things can be true at the same time. Now, since I've been in Vegas, multiple sources that are well respected around the league for their exemplary reputations have hinted that Rodgers getting traded to Denver isn't a stretch and could be extremely likely. Not only that, but Rodgers' good buddy and arguably the best wideout in the NFL, Davante Adams, could join him with the Broncos. According to Spotrac, Denver is projected to have approximately $47.6 million in cap space this season. This directly leaves the door wide open for Rodgers to get paid and come to the Broncos as an unrestricted free agent in 2022. I'm sure today's news makes the trade look a lot more like a stretch, and this kind of speculation on both sides, what it'll do is fill a lot of people on both sides with a lot of false hope.